Hello, everyone. Bear64 here, back again with the Gaming Dan with my co-host JetSparks373. How you doing, buddy?
Uh-oh.
What?
I think there's a body on your end there. Oh boy, that's not good.
What do you mean? Were you losing connection
Yeah,
of me?
no, I just heard you botting there for a second, but
Oh, you
yeah,
bought it a bit,
everyone.
like slightly.
Oh boy, Streamlabs really does not like that computer of yours, dude.
No,
It
it's
really
it's
doesn't.
Discord that's doing it. That I usually get that kind of trouble with Discord.
Hmm.
Like,
Okay, okay.
yeah, I even get it on my phone whenever I talk to Killzone while we're playing Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I think we gotta try to figure out how we can alternate like hosting it on each other's channels. Because I mean, I think I have Streamlab installed on my computer. I just don't know. I just can't work my way around it though.
There's some ways you could do it because you could stream your actual laptop, what your browser.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know. At least I have like two separate. I have two. You can use the in browser one, but the using the Discord app for desktop is better. And same thing with any other with a few other couple others. But yes, we are back for episode 18. Last week we covered the Summer Games Fest, and oh boy,
Yeah, it
it was
wasn't
it
the
was
greatest. Even I'm slightly interested in Lego Horizon, but I think I'll wait for the drop in price like all Lego games do.
yeah, it's best to do. Yeah, it's best to do that. And I mean, the same thing is, but still, there are games where I say I still am sad that I still can't afford a PlayStation 5 because I'm sorry, guys. I had to do. I have to if I had to choose between a game console and keep my lights on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep my lights on and keep my rent paid. I'm sorry.
I don't think anyone's blaming you for that. But
Yeah.
I mean, Lego Horizon's coming to Switch.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would be better to play it on that than anything else.
It'll feel more at home, I think, just
Yeah,
because
because
it's more kid friendly. That I don't know if it fits the Nintendo atmosphere a little bit more. If you
yeah,
catch my drift.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, all the Lego games feel like they're a better fit for any Nintendo console. They're more of a better fit for those.
I gotta say though, the enemies translate beautifully into Lego.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And yeah, they also did get the voice actors who voiced Aloy in the actual Horizon games, Ashley Birch back to voice the character, but it's just all crazy. It's all just crazy silliness, like all these Lego games are.
Yeah, and they actually gave Aloy a personality. they, I'm not
Yeah,
like an actual
yeah, yeah,
personality.
yeah, yeah. She suffers from stoic heroism. I mean, sure, there are bits especially when she's in combat. Yeah, where she does have like a bit of a laugh, and she has some snark dialogue in places. At least in the first game, I like her characterization a little bit better in the first game, better than like so far what I've seen in the second game. It's just like it's a bigger contrast, and I know there's like some one other thing is like you have like different sort of ways or it's basically the same thing how it's basically said the same way, but you can have different ways. You can say it more logically, you can say it more compassionately, or you can say it more aggressively. Which usually when it comes to certain characters, I go with compassion, like say Ross, the man who essentially raised her, and then you got Silence, who's all about trying to be logical and whatnot, and trying to understand the mysteries of how their world came about.
I totally forgot about the dude that raised her. Like I forgot he even existed. I don't even have the games anymore. I traded them in at the game store I go to.
Yeah, well, I know I platinum like the first Horizon game, and yeah, I know I actually really did like it because it's like a slightly post-apocalyptic sci-fi story, but it's like but again, the story of how that world came to be is actually very very interesting,
Oh
and I
yeah,
really do like.
it's interesting. It's just the gameplay is so boring.
Yeah. I
Like
mean, again,
I don't
I
care
mean,
about the open world.
it
Huh?
would be boring if you. I mean, it would be boring if you constantly play like crap tons of like open world games. Which the only ones I think I have played through in the last couple of years is Horizon and yeah.
Elden Ring honestly
No,
did the
not
open
Elden Ring. Ghost of
like
Tsushima, and of
Elden
course you
Ring
get the
really did
Ghost
it well without doing like the typical open world formula. Even though it's my least favorite FromSoft game, it still feels like it did the open world right, where it doesn't hold your hand.
it gives you a reason to explore. And I mean, I've also been playing a little bit more of Super Mario Odyssey, and I'm really still liking certain things, but yeah, some parts are can be very frustrating. Like I was at the sand when I finally beat near the sand camp. I found like I think I found like a secret boss, the Olmec head, and dang was that one crazy.
What is it? The wait, is it the head with two hands?
Yeah,
Ah, him. One great thing to do when the enemies surround you is the do the spin cap move to do like give you like a radius of protection because they die in one hit.
Yeah, I know some of them do, like the little yellow Goombas, but the thing is, I know you can still just stomp on them the old-fashioned way, but still, I still kind of think they really expect you to like use the motion controls with the Switch Joy Cons. I mean, they utilized it well enough, but it feels like they want you to completely use it the whole way through.
I
And
personally
those little
didn't do
straps.
motion controls. I just played with the normal Joy Cons and the grip. That's how I played it, and I just found out how to do the button combinations. Excuse me.
Yeah, but I mean, still, just like possessing a lot of things and utilizing them to get through traverse levels is interesting. Like one of them is like a little plant thing that you can like
Oh, the
grow.
one that you like sprout out like really long legs.
Yeah, yeah. I finally got to like the forest
Ooh.
kingdom.
Okay, do you know? Okay, I gotta tell you how to get to the deep forest. Um, so
Yeah, no, I just kind of stumbled upon it though.
okay, so you've gone to the deep forest where the T Rex is.
Yes, I mean you gotta really try to knock him down so you can possess him. It's almost impossible to do it while
Yeah,
he's up.
yeah. Let me tell you, it was something.
Yeah, but it's really weird. But still, it's so weird that you see characters like you see actual normal looking human characters contrast against Mario, and
And
even like stuff like
even
Peach Breath.
Pauline, like because Pauline is more animated and looks, more cartoony.
Yeah, more. Yeah, someone who looks like she fits in Mario's world more or less.
It's cool what they did with Pauline though. I like what they did with Pauline. Brought her back. I think yeah, it was her first game back since.
Like since like
Oh wait,
since like the
she
original
was
Donkey
just
Kong game.
associated with the Mario versus Donkey Kong games.
Hmm.
Uh, like all the so it was like she wasn't in
Yeah,
Mario versus Donkey Kong for Game Boy Advance. She was in for 94, Donkey Kong 94. And
Donkey
all
Kong
of the mini
64.
games, the March of the Minis and all that. Actually, I don't think all of them.
Hmm.
I haven't played Mini Land Mayhem yet, so uh but her in the actual mainline Mario game, it was her first time.
Hmm.
And also the jump up superstar shit is just it actually brought tears to my eye. It was actually really good.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, but at least for that mech thing in the Sand Kingdom, I actually got a triple moon because of that.
Ooh, yeah. Now, are you
However,
going for
there are
100% or no?
I'm still not go. I'm still working on that. I mean, I'm just like going through a blind playthrough of the game.
Oh yeah, it's just like it because everybody's come across that thought is like, am I going to do 100% playthrough or not?
Yeah, I mean, I completely missed out on the game the whole generation. But I'm just happy that I have. a copy of it now, and now I can actually I'm enjoying probably one of the most popular Switch games when it came out.
Uh, if only the All Stars collection was not a limited release. That was so stupid. That way you could play like Mario Sunshine, which you missed out, which is a good game. It's like a love it or you hate it game, unfortunately. Because the mechanics are so weird in that one.
Yeah,
In
I
Mario
mean, but,
Galaxy,
but I mean, at least that game actually, but at least that one actually utilized the fact that, that Mario is a plumber, exactly, and every other
somewhat.
game, every other,
I mean,
yeah, I
water.
mean, he's using a water cannon and whatnot. I mean, at least and also in the movie, yeah, they utilized the idea that yeah, they're supposed to be plumbers, and they accidentally just stumbled upon, and they're actually from our world. They're from the human world. Especially that they're from Brooklyn, and we actually see they actually are part of a big Italian family.
That was weird in the movie. Was seeing like Mario and Luigi's family.
I actually thought it was kind of nice.
Well, it's been like practically almost 30 years of my life. I've like been playing Mario games, and I've never thought about the family. And it's like, oh, he has a dad. It's just something you never thought of. I guess at least for me.
Oh, I just want some. That was one of some dark territory right there.
Oh no, it's not that dark. But anyways, let's get into some stuff. So Sunday, the Xbox showcase happened, which I did not, do live. I was just busy doing something. And it was from what I'm getting, like, it's unanimously agreed that it was way better than Sony's. Like Sony's sucked. The state of play.
What exactly happened in both? I didn't really see anything.
What the state of play?
Both the Xbox showcase and State of Play. I mean, them doing these digital events now, they have pretty much like replaced E3. I mean, this is about
Yeah.
E3 happening.
Yeah. So state of play was shit. You missed nothing, other than Astrobot is getting an actual full-fledged game and not just a tech demo. For PlayStation 5, and it is the only game that looked good. Everything else looked like or shit, like Concord.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Yeah, Concord just looks like a generic first-person shooter hero game. It's stupid.
Oh right.
And they're
yeah,
having the nerve to charge $50 when the competitors are for free.
That's just one of those. Sounds like one of those games that should just be free to play.
Yeah, but no, $50, 50 bones. But Xbox really showed up. I don't really remember too many of the other games because I'm just thinking of Doom. That they started off with Doom, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. I everything else does not matter. I just want Doom.
Yeah, I know one thing. I actually saw a physical copy of Helldivers for PlayStation 5 at my local Walmart.
Oh yeah, they finally showed up after I got the digital version. Oh man. But let me tell you, Doom the Dark Ages, I've probably seen the trailer already like 1,000 times now. Just analyzing every fucking frame of that trailer. And let me tell you, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Have you seen the trailer?
I remember I saw the trailer, and yes, holy crap, he's going full Spartan on us, like actual Roman Spartan.
Like the man's got a chainsaw shield. That's metal as fuck. It's as metal as the skull gun. It's officially known as the bone blaster. Which is just awesome in metal. Oh my gosh. And then the rail spike is the new, basically the rail gun, kind of like the Gauss cannon and the ballista. Which is very great. I like how they're like creatively making these weapons to make fit in the medieval way, theme.
Yeah.
And also the Slayer himself just looks so fucking awesome.
And yeah, it takes place. It takes place in Argentina.
Yeah, it's taking place during the Unholy Crusade. So it's gonna take place in that, and I'm gonna say that the ending happens. Like the ending is gonna be them sealing, like trapping and sealing him before the events of Doom 2016.
Yeah.
So I'm excited as all fuck. Uh, the music. I'm wondering who's gonna do it since Mick Gordon is not gonna be coming back because Bethesda fucked them over.
And I
So
still do not understand why even Microsoft even bothered buying them when literally they're practically bankrupting themselves in a way.
I mean, they're honestly, I think because Sony is like they got exposed during court about the whole acquisition, that they do a lot of dirtier business practices of making things timed exclusive or whatever, or like just exclusive. So I think they
But
wanted to like purchase to stop that. I'm not sure, but
like,
they do need to get their act together after closing some, studios down. But I think there was some redemption with the showcase. And I'm not just saying, just because of Doom. I like there was something for everyone. And yes, there was the cringy games. There's no doubt there was cringy games.
oh boy.
But I hardly remember them because I just thought about Doom and the possibilities of what the game's going to be like.
Well, I mean, you're seeing a lot more people now. Some people are just going back to older games or even retro games.
Oh yeah, but Doom also fits that build because it's a boomer shooter.
Yeah, boomer shooter revamp for the modern age. I mean, still, it's. I mean, hell, I'm surprised why we haven't seen. I know there was a Unreal Tournament that was redone, but it didn't hold a candle. I'm not sure if any people are still playing it, but seeing an Unreal Tournament back on like console would have been epic to see. I mean, come on, it was like one of the best like online shooters.
I never I don't think I've ever seen footage of Unreal Tournament.
Hmm.
But and real quick side note, uh, Sly Cooper 1 is now on PlayStation 4 and 5, and it's pretty cool. It even has save states for the scumbags. No, I'm okay with save states. I just have like particular rules with them that I have personally.
Hmm.
Like no, like oh, I can prevent like do experiment and then oh if I die then rewind. No, I don't do that bullshit like DSP. But uh
Well, I mean, the only experience I've had with Sly Cooper is I tried to play it. I mean, but this was back when I wasn't as coordinated at video games like say my cousin was. I mean, he could. I mean, I'm telling you, when he got his mind set on playing a game, he was gonna see it through to the very end.
let
The
me
only
tell you
game I
though
remember, the
that
only game
you're missing out. Sly Cooper's a really good game.
I know that I remember. I just remember seeing my cousin play it. I tried to play it myself back on the PS2, but I couldn't really wrap my head around it or try to play it right.
And also the music, I forgot how good it was. I'm like, damn, this is some bangers right here.
Yeah,
But
the approach scene for like when you're dealing with the when you're infiltrating the second boss's hideout mugshot.
yeah, it's been
Yeah,
a
the
while since
music.
I played it, so I don't remember the song exactly. But I just like 100% of the first world, and going into the second,
Yeah,
which
and also
Mugshot will be.
you also really gotta like some of the titles they do for each level. Like Raleigh's level is called Tide of Terror. Mugshot is called Sunset Snake Eyes. Ms. Ruby is Vicious Voodoo. The Panda King is called Fire in the Sky, and the final one is Clockwork is of course cold hard hatred.
Um, there. What was it? And also the trophy list is different compared to the PS3 version.
Hmm.
Like, there's actually different trophies that are not in the PS3 version. So, hey, a duplicate trophy that won't exactly be a duplicate? Hey, awesome. But let's talk about some big Nintendo things. A potential leak, so take this with a grain of salt. But I do have a list.
Or just chug it all down.
Huh?
Or just chug the whole salt shaker down.
We'll die of cholesterol problems. Alright, so I have a list of the potential, keyword potential, games going to be announced in the Direct, which is supposed to be supposedly on the 18th, which is a Tuesday. If that happens, I am going to stream it. So, I'm going to have fun there.
Okay.
Alright, so you ready for the list?
Let's hear it.
All right, so I also don't have the dates. When I took the screenshots, the dates were cut out, but that kind of ruined some of the fun a little bit to see like if it's a shadow drop or whatever. Anyways, so Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War remake, which it's a remake of the first game, and that was Japan only.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. I'm not into Fire Emblem. I haven't tried Fire Emblem. I kind of want to play the one that's on the GameCube because I got that. Let's see, Grand Theft Auto 5 Premium Edition.
Huh? Okay, I'm sorry, but no, I got a bad feeling that's gonna run like ass.
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna run like ass unless it's like one of those voodoo-esque how the fuck did they manage to pull this off games?
I mean, again, if you saw how bad Mortal Kombat 1 looked on Switch,
Oh
and
gosh.
Kombat 7 looks, it's just not good.
But it could also be a Witcher 3 situation where it was good. Yeah, it didn't look as good, but it was good. Let's see. Super Monkey Ball, Banana Rumble, which they talked about in a previous direct a while back.
Yes, and they also announced that the Sonic characters are going to be in it as well for like some sort of DLC or whatever.
Yeah, I think it also has like the crazy multiplayer, the like I guessing like a battle royale. Hey, it's a battle royale.
Eh.
At least the audience cheered for me in the Smash Brothers footage. All right, SteamWorld Heist 2, which is a series of indie games that started way back on the 3DS with SteamWorld Dig, I believe it was called. I'd never played them. Mario Party Multiverse Mania.
Okay, a new Mario Party game?
Yeah. Let's just focus on the title a little bit on the Multiverse Mania. It's like, so are we going to have like, is it going to be like Superstars where it's going to be like just a mixture of like all the old boards in the mechanics of those particular boards?
That's what I'm wondering, because I really think,
Excuse me.
You got such a light selection in Superstars. You only got like 5 of the best ones, and 3 of them are from Mario Party 2.
Let's see. It's 2 of them for 1, 2 of them for 2, and then 1 for 3.
Yeah, Woolly Woods.
Yeah, Woody Woods for Mario Party 3, Peach's Birthday Cake, and Yoshi's Island. I'm going to call it. I'm probably giving it the wrong name.
Yeah, for Mario Party 1, you have Space Land and Horrorland from
2.
2.
Yeah, so there's that. But I do hope it's going to be like more classic Mario Party. Even if it's a brand new Mario Party, I hope it goes to the traditional way. because that's how I prefer it. They try to mix up the formula with 9 and then 10, and it failed miserably. Super, what I hear, was a step in the right direction, but still a misstep. But hey, we'll see.
Yeah, I just wish there was more DLC because Mario Party Superstars definitely feels like classic Mario Party. Just the pickings for content is pretty slim.
Yeah, it was like prime for DLC. So what the hell?
Yeah, I would love to see Western World, Mystery Land.
Let's say more Mario Party 3 boards.
Yeah.
I definitely hope with the multiverse one, I hope there's Mario Party 4 and 6. 5 I haven't played much of. I don't have that much of attachment to it. But 7 is just okay. As Scott the Woz put it is the most Mario Party, and it's just there. Anyways, here's a very interesting one. Legend of Zelda: Crown of Destiny. So, there's also a hot like speculation. This is going to be a Zelda game where you actually play as Zelda as the main character, which fans have been wanting for a long time, like decades.
So Hyrule Heroes doesn't count?
No, Hyrule Heroes doesn't count we're talking about like mainline. Like people want mainline Zelda to be the hero.
Plus, not to mention, everyone keeps thinking Link is Zelda.
Which is, it'd be funny, like, it would be the first in the series where it's, like, the actual title character you play as. So that's going to be interesting. I don't know how would a Zelda game play. I mean, technically, there were 2 Legend of Zelda games that Zelda was the main character. That would be one of Gamelot, and then another. I forgot what the other Zelda game was.
What are you talking about? Both the ones from the Philips CDI?
Yeah, that's why I'm putting the word technically.
Oh my god, yeah, one of Gamelot and the Faces of Evil. Literally the one that where all the FMV sequences are used for YouTube poofs, even to this.
Well, there's actually 3 Zelda games on the Philips CDI.
What was the third one?
Yeah, I don't remember what the third one is called, but I just know it's Legend of Zelda something, and you play as Zelda, and it's terrible.
I wonder what's for dinner.
I'm so hungry, I can eat an Octorok.
Join me, Link, and I'll make go face the greatest in Korodai, or else you will die.
I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos.
Oh God. It is just crazy that again that one infamous game has led to like so much comedy skits on the internet.
The fucking animators did not know in the future that would happen, and it's funny. All right. Oh, what was that?
Ganon has seized the island of Korodai. How can we help? It is written only Link can defeat Ganon.
Oh my goodness! But a Zelda game where Zelda is the actual playable character would be interesting. A different perspective. It's something people wanted for many, many years.
Yeah, and finally, what's the plot of the game supposed to be? Her trying to find Link this time?
I don't know. Like maybe it, take place if it's like part of Breath of the Wild's story. It could be like during the 100 years Link is asleep. But I mean, that's the easiest way to do it.
How have these characters not aged if these things take place over the course of centuries?
Well, considering it's a world full of magic, it makes a little bit more sense.
Huh.
I mean, Zelda is like probably Zelda and Tears of the Kingdom slash Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is technically the oldest Zelda, especially in the events of Tears of the Kingdom, which I won't spoil. But even though I fucking hate that game, but let's get on. Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess HD getting the Switch treatment, which they've been on the Wii U, but since the Switch was released, people have been wanting the HD versions of these games, especially the fact that Wii U was an absolute fucking failure. And let me tell you, the Twilight Princess for Wii U is expensive.
And that's why people are calling the Switch the portable ports machine. It's literally the Wii U, but done better this time. I mean, I honestly think that you would think about it, it might as well just be seen as a prototype Switch, a failed prototype Switch.
It really was. We paid for a prototype, damn it. Oh, well, I guess my mom did at the time since I didn't have a job and I was just a young teenager.
Wii U.
Wii U, it's not in the game. Well, no. Like, the Wii U did have good games. It was just few and far between. And then most of them got onto the Switch, so.
Yeah, the Wii U had games. It's a good console. It's a good console with games. If it had any.
But, yeah, I would pay for a fourth copy of Twilight Princess, my favorite of the Zelda games. So, hey. I'll buy it. I'm an idiot. All right. Epic Mickey Rebrushed, which is a remake of the game Epic Mickey for the Wii that happened a long time ago. Almost 15 years ago, actually. Which I remember my sister playing it. I didn't really play it. It was my sister's thing. It was a cool concept. Like a really cool world too. And it's a darker, like it's much darker than usual. But the mechanics were just okay. The whole paint and thinner thing was just eh. So I guess you don't really have much of an input on this one.
Yeah, I'm slightly aware of the Epic Mickey games, or that one with the weird paintbrush one.
Yeah, that's the first game.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I hear 2 was a stinker. Let's see.
But again, like I said, I've been reconnecting with my long lost Nintendo memories since I got the Switch, which again I've lost sight of for many years.
All right.
I'm you Xbox.
Well, here's something that you might be optimistic or excited about. The Mass Effect Legendary Edition on the Switch.
Huh? Just, I'm sorry, no, I already have the game physical for PS4, and I mean, eventually when I get a PC, I'm definitely going to get that with mod support.
Okay, but hear me out. What if you're on a trip to go see your family? You're craving Mass Effect. It's perfect if it works.
Again, no. I mean, seriously, I got a few, like, I can play Bomb Rush or SpongeBob Rehydrate on Switch. I mean, I got no shortage of games that I can put in my carrying case and play on the go on my Switch, and not to mention all the emulated stuff I can play. But then again, but many times I'm traveling, I'm just driving myself.
Yeah, but like, say you're just at nighttime, everyone's just chilling. You're just in the room you're sleeping in. You're just like, man, Mass Effect. Don't tell me you don't get that random craving for that one game that you don't have access to.
No.
Really?
Just as long as my games here at home, and I mean, even when I'm out on a trip, the one thing I'm always worried about is someone just somehow somebody breaking into my apartment. That's the one thing I'm always afraid of. But I always have like a couple precautions in place.
Ah,
I keep my locked door, but even when I leave, I like quadruple check my door to see if it's locked. Even when I go to the gym, I do that.
yeah, don't blame you. All right, so here's one. Deca Police, which I'm guessing it's a new game. Uh, from the name, it kind of makes me think it's like, oh, it's gonna be a police game with cards as the main gimmick. But
Hmm.
it's probably like the dumbest theory I have ever come up with. So
Well, when I hear the word Deca Cops, I think of Deca Ranger, basically the Japanese source material for the show Power Rangers SPD, essentially.
oh, okay. So you have SPD, got it. The
Deca Ranger, Judgment Time. Deca
Fantasy
Ranger.
Life I sorry. Yeah, I. The girl the girl who steals time, which I'm guessing is I'm assuming is a Square Enix game.
What is it, like a sequel to A Hat in Time?
I don't know. It says Fantasy Life. So or it could be a simulator. Like kind of like Stardew Valley.
Hmm.
There's going to be another talk about Sonic X Shadow Generations, which I am looking forward to. I hope it's not as bad as Sonic Colors Ultimate. That was a pretty bad version of Sonic Colors. You think on newer hardware it runs smoother. No, it actually ran worse than the Wii version.
Oh boy. Another game we definitely need to get. I say another game we definitely need to get, but I mean, sure, if we have like the expanded patch, you can probably play it. But we need a new Star Fox game, or hell, I wouldn't mind having something like Star Fox Assault on the Switch.
Yeah, especially with the like online multiplayer.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like the hugest Star Fox fan. The first game I played was on the 3DS with the 64 remake.
Yeah, I
Actually, wait a
remember that.
minute. Scratch that. Adventures was my first Star Fox game when I was a kid, and I did not know how to jump in that game. I did not know when you got close to a ledge, you could auto jump.
Then
But
again, the game. Then again, the GameCube controller was literally like fucking Lego.
oh man, but yeah, but I did my first full playthrough of Star Fox is the 3DS version of 64. Which hey, I hope they bring to the Switch with the Luigi's Mansion 2, coming thing,
Hmm?
or just straight up remake it. Let's see, Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. Which I'm not a Dragon Quest guy. I'm not really that much into JRPGs. I say that as one of my playthroughs is a JRPG right now.
I know. One game I'm not sure if I'm not sure how far along in development it is, but I mean I know they did a remake already, but I wonder if they're gonna be talking about they're gonna bring up like the House of the Dead 2 remake.
Oh, House of the Dead 2?
Yeah, I mean even though you can literally get like that version, I mean you can get it on Xbox, it's on like PC via emulation, or you can play it on the Wii version with House of the Dead 3: The Return.
Hmm. Yeah.
But like, and I know they remade the first game, but I mean the graphics kind of look like, yeah, it looks like this would have been like would have been an early 2010 game.
Kind of like a PS3 game.
Yeah, more or less, it looks like a PS3 game.
Hmm. So let's see. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD reminder that hey, it's coming out later in the week. That's a no-brainer on that one.
Mm.
But Luigi's Mansion gets announced. The first game, which is pretty curious. I don't know if they're going to do the 3DS remake that came out for the 3DS in 2018, or the GameCube version just ported. Which
Mm.
part of me wishes it was the 3DS version just because it looks a little bit better. But I don't know. I kind of the GameCube version has just a tad bit more charm. I just kind of like the newer gallery in the 3DS version because you can actually see the damn paintings of the portrait ghosts. But it says right here, available after the show, which is like the only thing that like caught onto the screenshot because it was long enough, which that means it's a shadow drop.
Oh.
So I highly recommend anyone listening, including you, Jet, to play at least the first Luigi's Mansion. Because it's probably the best game that ever came out for the GameCube. Even though the GameCube has so many bangers, Luigi's Mansion is like up there on my list of favorite games of all time.
Yeah, one thing. If I had a GameCube, one other game I probably would have played is that Star Wars Rogue Squadron game. I remember playing the original one like on PC, I think.
I actually have not played Rogue Squadron.
Well, again, the Squadrons game that's done by the modern Star Wars people at EA, it's not good because I don't like. I mean, it just feels weird playing this stuff in like a first-person perspective. It just feels weird.
I actually got that for free on the PlayStation Plus, and I still haven't played it. Although, I think my dad has played the Rogue Squadrons on the older consoles, and he's liked it. But he gets motion sickness very easily when it comes to first person, so I'd never really showed him that.
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing with my dad. He couldn't play Titanfall because he got motion sick, but I guess it's probably because he hasn't been playing many games in years because I'm pretty sure his job keeps him so busy.
Yeah. Okay, so Luigi's Mansion. F-Zero GX Remastered, which is another GameCube title of the last F-Zero game that ever came out.
Nice.
And if this is true, this kind of sucks for me because I actually bought a copy of F-Zero GX last year.
Oh.
Late last year, so months ago. But hey, it might have online play, so. But hey, F-Zero GX actually has like some of the best sense of speed ever. I think it's because Sega did it. Sega made F-Zero GX. Man, remember when Nintendo was a little bit more ballsy and like handing their studios to even their third-party people? Because
I mean, you got Namco who developed Star Fox Assault, which I'm not sure. Some people say they really don't like it. I know also Rare did Star Fox Adventures, but I mean, it's ironic how it started out as just some random game that was supposed to come out for the N64 called generically titled Dinosaur Planet, but it had a Fox character.
Yeah, it was kind of said best by JonTron, where it's like the Miyamoto goes into the building, it's like, yes, I like this. We have a Fox character too. Let's just put our guys in there.
Yeah, it was called Steerfax Temperatures.
Oh man, JonTron's amazing. But yeah, F-Zero GX, it's gonna be pretty cool if it's real. Yeah, I might pick it up.
But again, Mass Effect and Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Switch, it just does not make sense.
It does make sense because it could print money.
And I mean, look, they kind of they did a semantic overhaul, at least with the first game for the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. If you play the original, I mean, I have all 3 Mass Effect games backwards compatible on Xbox, but go back and play the original Mass Effect, it is clunky. The gameplay is clunky as hell.
But it is for also the people that like probably never grew up with any other console except for Nintendo, and they just never got to play Mass Effect. So they finally have a chance on getting to play Mass Effect, and the same thing with GTA 5.
But what if that what if that game? But what if that so-called Nintendo gamer has a PC too? So I mean, there's no point. I mean,
Well, yeah, if
it,
that's a what if scenario though. They're both what if scenarios. You see, they still have value to someone, you know?
yeah,
It,
maybe. I mean, but most people buy Nintendo consoles to play Nintendo's own flagship games.
yeah,
Sure, there are a
but
lot
there's
of
also the
franchises
people
there.
that like they prefer just to play on Nintendo. They just want one console.
Mm.
Let's see. Henry Rubio, Quest of the Forgotten Realms. I don't know really anything about that. Uh,
Never heard
Prof-
of it.
Professor
Professor
Layton
Layton?
and the
Huh.
New World of Steam, which I have not played any of the Professor Layton games. I've
Me neither. But I'm pretty sure if a person I know who I've long since stated, I'm never gonna even mention his name. I'm pretty sure he's talked. I think he's brought those games up once or twice, and I'm pretty sure if those are real, I'm probably sure he might be excited to hear about those games.
I think
But
you might like the Professor Layton games.
eh,
Like
I mean, seriously, if I wanted to create a good mystery, I could just write a book. I could just write a book around a mystery.
I don't know, dude. I think you might like it. Yeah, it's a mystery. There's puzzles in it. It From the gameplay I've seen, I've been considering getting a Professor Layton game. Like I've been going to the game store I go to for like 2 years now, and they still have not sold that damn Professor Layton game. Anyways, so since we don't have much feelings towards that one, let's keep it pushing. Jurassic World Evolution 2 Complete Edition, which I think that one's the like build your park and see what happens game.
Wait, what game?
Jurassic World Evolution 2 Complete Edition.
Oh, coming for Switch. Yeah, I think yeah, I'm pretty sure some people are excited. I think Blabs from Side Scroll is excited to play it. I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't
I
play the
know.
first one, so
Yeah, I don't really care. I mean, I've never really cared about like Jurassic Park outside of the films.
the first movie legendary. Second one is pretty damn good. Third one, I think it's shit on a little too much, although it is still pretty compared to the others. The
Okay,
first World movie, pretty
it was
solid.
yeah, it was good.
Uh,
Fallen Kingdom. Oh my god, I seriously wanted. It seriously made me hate that guy,
what was it? Fallen
Justice Smith.
Kingdom.
Yes, I absolutely freaking hated that guy.
It was
I
an
mean,
okay movie. It was like,
but if you know who Justice Smith is, he's the dude who played the main character alongside Ryan Reynolds Pikachu in
yeah,
Detective Pikachu movie. Yeah, it's that guy.
but that one I just found as just okay, stupid but okay. The recent one, Dominion, wasn't it? It was just fun seeing the old cast return. That was just it.
Yeah, that's about it. But again, what the hell is up with people meddling with shit? They literally brought back freaking prehistoric locusts, and left unchecked, they were gonna literally wipe out the entire world food supply. Like, how stupid is this? You are literally going to let billions of people starve if it means you can get people to try buy your crops, buy your like agricultural products or whatever. Seriously, just corporations, not just Engine, but whatever the damn corporate. And hell, I think the guy who running it was the same dude that Dennis Nedry was trying to get all the embryos for in the first game. Dotson, we got Dotson here. See, nobody cares. And hell, I'm pretty sure most people probably don't even remember that it was that guy in the movie.
Well, at least it's just a fictional, corporation.
Yeah, but whatever. I forgot the name of the company, but still, the fact that they just brought locusts back to destroy that effectively would have destroyed all agriculture and thus causing billions of people around the world to starve. It's just nonsensically stupid why you would want to do that if it means just advancing your profit margins.
All right, so let's keep it pushing to the
Yes, yes,
last
yes.
couple games. Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remastered,
Okay.
which pretty hell yeah. Big, how I am with Metroid. I like Metroid. Uh, one remastered was great. Oh wait, it actually doesn't say remastered, so it's just probably gonna be 2 and 3 and doesn't get the remastered treatment as the first game. Which would be a shame because 2 is pretty cool and it would actually benefit for like the graphics, like upres the graphics. In 3, I actually rage quit 3 when I was a kid because there was like this one stupid segment with the space pirates and it just drove me nuts and I never played it again. Although I'm older and wiser and shit. So
Hmm.
I could probably do it these days. And then the big one, Metroid Prime 4.
Oh, they're gonna finally show us some gameplay for that one. I hope so.
Like like that would be the biggest deal ever considering it was announced way back in 2017 and the last thing we ever heard about it was in 20 like early 2018 where where they announced, "Oh yeah, we're scrapping the old Think game and then going with a different game company." Which is Retro, which who did the Metroid Prime games.
Hmm.
Because they were going with someone else. I forgot who they did it. I remember hearing like the library of the games they did, and it was like, oh wow, okay, you're trusting these guys. But we'll see. But Metroid Prime 4, I mean, it's a big deal. You gotta get really get into the Metroid games, dude. They're good. Like,
Yeah, I know. I know. I need to get on to playing Dread at some point. I need to.
oh yeah, dude. Like, honestly, the lore is pretty damn interesting too when you get into it. And especially with Chozo, the space pirates. Like Ridley is apparently very fucking intelligent to the point where he can talk.
Hmm.
Which that was just in the comics. Uh, that was a thing in the comics, but yeah, that's something. Uh, but any outlandish games do you want to be shown or announced?
Well, I would like to see them announce a new Star Fox game. I mean, we haven't seen one in like years. I mean, don't
Last
ask what
one
the
was
studio.
Zero.
Platinum Games really screwed the pooch with the Star Fox formula.
Honestly,
But I
I
mean,
think that's
I
Miyamoto's
mean,
fault.
yeah, I mean again, we don't see any advance. I mean, the most advancement we got with the Star Fox timeline was Assault, and I mean, more or less Zero was just a retelling of like maybe the original games and maybe two.
You're actually forgetting one game that actually went farther than Assault.
Oh yeah, Command, Star Fox
Exactly.
Command. Yeah, yeah,
Which I never played Command. I don't think I've ever seen a copy of Command in my life.
yeah. But it does have branching paths and a lot of other things. But the thing is, yeah, we also know Slippy has a girlfriend slash fiance. And yeah, in one of the endings he gets married to her, and of course they have a bunch of kids together. And of course, I think one of them actually ends up joining a new Star Fox team.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And there are one ending where I think some people have considered it the true ending of the game is where yeah, Fox and Crystal get back together, they have a son together, and there's like so many other different pathways. And of course, one of the characters in the game is you deal with someone named Dash, who was like the grandson of Andros.
Wasn't what was one of them? Andrew?
Yeah, Andrew Orkney. Yeah, he was Andros's nephew.
You need to look up the MASH animation where they're just constantly making fun of Andrew. Because they're like, we don't talk to a guy named Andrew. Oh, they kept making fun of him. It was awesome. Just because his name was Andrew.
Uncle Andros.
Oh my gosh. Actually, I'm just not realizing it's hitting me because Andrew kind of sounds like a version of Andros.
Yeah, it is. Andros actually sounds and Andrew's just a pretty common ass name out there.
Oh yeah, there's a coworker at my job named Andrew.
Andrew or Andy, it's just the same. It's the same exact thing. But I mean, you call a kid Andy, not Andrew is what you call an adult.
So wait, holy shit. Andy from Toy Story is actually Andrew?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's derived from that. Yeah.
That poor kid.
Just like how Cassie is basically derived from is just shortened as Cassandra.
All right, but yeah, I hope these are real. I hope it comes out on the 18th because, dear Lord, I just want to see the direct already.
Kind of all do.
Because this whole thing was announced way back on May 7th.
And we still got nothing.
Yeah, still got nothing other than like these leaks. Although this one of the leakers that's like been accurate for all these years, unfortunately, her information got leaked out and got doxxed. All her and her friends and family got leaked out because some rabid Nintendo fans are like, you need to stop doing this.
Wait, who leaked who exactly?
So Midori, I believe her name is, she has been like the common Nintendo leaker for a long fucking time.
Okay.
And has gone like pretty much almost everything right. There's a couple missteps, but whatever. But someone leaked her information, her friends and family as well. So she has to step down.
Wait, one of her family again. What?
Okay,
again?
some random fuckface leaked her information out of her friends, family, and herself.
Of course. Oh, yeah. Okay, so somebody doxed her.
Yeah.
That's pathetic.
Because there's just some salty Nintendo fanboy cunt.
I bet you $50 it was Armin Smith who did it.
Armin Smith is not smart enough. I mean, if you need to just like listen to some of his books, just understand what kind of man you're dealing with. Not a man, a boy.
So he cannot write worth a damn.
Oh, dude, it is terrible. I highly recommend
is it like Halos in Space level bad writing?
I never heard of that.
I'll send you something that's like a dramatic reading.
But just look up like a crab named Heller. He did a reading of it.
But Halos in Space was basically written by the same person who did Doom Repercussions of Evil.
Oh, the Flynn Taggart?
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, holy shit.
I must get up. I must get up. I must defeat the demons. John, you are the demons, and then John was a zombie.
Are you hearing the fucking thunder that's going on right now?
Nope.
Oh,
I can't hear it.
Yeah, this seems like we're about to get hit by a storm. But
I saw like a tidbit of a tropical depression coming up the East Coast.
Although we've been needing some rain, so I don't give a shit. And also, I just love the sound of thunder.
I know we got a big rainstorm. Heck, the power went out for like about a good couple hours up here last night. But still, I think the power in the hallway of my apartment's still out so that really wasn't necessary. That really didn't affect anything. But I'm still surprised. No one has not come out to try to fix that because I'm getting tired of having to either go over to my dad's house to do laundry or I have to go to a laundromat to do it and paying more.
Yeah, laundromats suck. Oh, they suck.
Yeah, the first time I did it, yeah, my clothes got stuck in a wash, and I had to call the service people. It took them it took them like 2 or 3 hours to come out and like unlock the thing so I can get all my clothes out. My very first experience. My last experience wasn't that bad.
Hmm. I
It was kind of
remember when I was first moving back to Florida. Like I was just like before my mother and sister came with came to Florida. They were at in Louisiana trying to sell the house over there. So I was with my dad at the time, I guess you could say. Long story on my lot. That's just like my long life story that's connected to it. Anyways, I was here working in construction, and let me tell you, like that. This is why I say laundromat sucks. But like, just waiting for your clothes to be done just sucks.
yeah. I
Uh,
mean, lucky for me, it gives me a reason to take my Switch with me.
this is like way before the Switch. This was like 2014, 2015. Uh, actually, no, 2013, 2014. And I like this is when the 3DS was still very prominent, and Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D came out. And let me tell you, that kept my sanity in check. Not just because of the laundromat, but for many more things.
Yeah,
Like
having to waiting long lines for stuff is
not just
annoying.
like long line. Like I didn't like bring it out in lines. It was just laundry. Like whenever I'm like in a waiting room or whatever.
Yeah.
But just also personal stuff. It was something that helped my get like my sanity checked. But I think that'll do it for this episode of the Gaming Den. Thank you, Jeff, for coming. Do you have anything to plug in?
Well, I mean, I put out a poll on Twitter about the next episode of We're Watching on my channel. I mean, last week you and I did Demolition Man, and holy hell was that movie freaking glorious to watch
Oh, it's great and also depressing.
in a way because it literally it pretty much is like a time like it eerily predicted a lot of stuff that's become prominent in our world currently, minus the fact that we have to use the three
I was
seashells.
about to make a seashells joke.
Seashells by the seashore. But yeah, I mean, I put out a. I have I have two random films lined up, but I only just pulled the genre of them. Two of them are one of them is a disaster film, and the other one is a sci-fi horror film. I have two of them, but I mean, one of them, if either one, I mean, personally, I would like the sci-fi horror movie to win the poll because there's a movie that's on Tubi currently. I'm not sure if you've watched it, but you really should see it
What is
for
it?
next week. I can't tell you. I want it to be a surprise.
Oh, okay.
Depending on what the poll is. So anyone watching, please go on Twitter. Find me at JetSparks373 on Twitter and vote in the poll to see what genre film you want to see on the next episode of We're Watching on my channel.
All right. So thank you everyone for watching. Take care. Have a go and subscribe if you want to. Check out my co-host Jetsparks373 and peace.